Hey everyone, Alex here from Unscripted Liberation Codes. We are coming to you from the Full Disclosure Now conference happening in St. Pete Beach. St. Pete Beach. Yeah. Say that 3 times fast. I'm leaving it in. St. Pete Beach. Damn, that's a tongue twister. July 2024. Throughout this week, we are talking to amazing speakers, presenters, vendors, all sorts of that nature. So stay tuned to our channel because we will be dropping videos throughout this week. But to kick everything off, I want you all to get to know your host, Mario. What's Mario's role here? He's selling amazing salsa that we're going to get into, and he's also going to do a session. So Mario, welcome to the conference.
Hey, yes, thank you, brother. So this has been a fun time here at the Full Disclosure Now conference. We've been able to interview about a dozen people now, get to know their stories. So we're looking forward to sitting down with these folks we've interviewed to have a more deeper dive on our podcast channel, to bring more content for you guys, to get you guys more connected to other people and what's happening, continuing to grow and build this community. And I've been invited to this conference to share my story. So I'll be presenting Thursday at 4:30. And what I will be talking about is just my life journey and experiencing a lot of traumatic events, and coming to the realization that what I have been going through is actually a result of being a targeted individual, and being abducted into the military programs. This will be the first time ever where I am telling the full story of my journey and coming to this point of knowingness and saying I was abducted and used in these programs as a child. So I've shared little bits and pieces of what I've experienced over the years, but it's always been really intense because there's a lot there. And it's hard to talk about this stuff. So I put in a lot of work in my presentation and done a lot of meditation and getting my mind right and ready to share my story to the world, to you guys. So we will be recording it and loading it on the channel post the event. But also while we are here, we do have a vending booth for our company, Living Alchemy. With my lovely partner Shelly and I, we are selling my world famous salsa, literally world famous salsa, star seed salsa. I got my 2 different recipes. Some of you guys know this salsa very well and have been demanding I bring it back out into the market. And so now it is back, better than ever. And Shelly, my partner, she's a acupuncturist and Chinese herbalist. I call her the Chinese doctor because really that's what she would be if she lived in China. She would be considered a doctor. So she's selling herbs, she's giving acupuncture treatments, and we've just been having a lot of fun connecting with folks and, sharing gifts and making exchanges here. So yeah.
Yeah, speaking of connections, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm seeing great value in you connecting with people that I think you have connected with digitally.
Yeah.
Yet all of a sudden you're in person with them.
Yeah.
Is there any sort of, walk me through that, any sort of value or?
Well, it's been fun because it's Facebook in real life. It was one of the things that I love about coming to events like this is that, we have been friends online for years, pre-pandemic. There's people here that I've been friends with online since years before the pandemic. And, going through the pandemic together, supporting each other in our lives and in our journeys, virtually sending prayers. It's just been amazing because in a way we sort of feel like family, and in a way we connect deeper than we do with our own family because we're on the same page about what's happening in the world and what we're doing. So to gather all here in the physical is just so amazing. The hugs that are being exchanged with people are just so real, so deep because we've been watching each other and we've been supporting each other, and it's just amazing. Like, we really are a tribe here. We really did come here to do this work, signing up to experience some fucked up shit, but that's just testament to how badass we are.
I gotta say, I always not to use a gay metaphor every 6 minutes, but
all
I can't
good,
help
bro.
it. It's in my DNA, or whatever. But I'm finding some value in. It's almost like a big, for lack of a better word, hey, it's like a big like coming out party almost. Like you've all been sort of quote unquote in the closet, so to speak, in various diverse areas.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you get to kind of descend down, have a structure of breakouts, events. What I'm gathering from this event is that post-event there are stronger connections, opportunities for collaboration. You're kind of like ripping new timelines into play. Like if this event didn't happen, the great shit post-event would not occur.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, months before this event actually happened, the pressure has been building and building and building, and it's just was intense pressure that has been building, and all the way up to the point of the day we were leaving North Carolina to come down here to Florida for this event. My cat got sick. We had to take her to the vet early in the morning. She had a fever. She had a little infection, so we had to get some medicine for her. That kind of threw us off track. We didn't know what was going. We were afraid we were going to have to put her down. Then we load up the truck. We start driving down to North Carolina. My truck breaks down in Georgia, in the middle of nowhere in fucking Georgia. My engine shredded to pieces. And so there's been a lot of obstacles and psychic pressure, to make it to this event. And it's like there are forces out there that really don't want us to move through that next chapter of liberating ourselves, because I feel this sense of everything changing from here on out after I tell my story for the first time in the way that I'm going to tell it. It's like when you have a curse and you know the curse's name, but you are afraid to say the curse out loud, but not knowing that if you actually say the curse out loud, you release it. So it's kind of feels like that, like just this story of all of the things that I've went through, just holding it in private in my own self and not allowing myself to speak it so I can release it and dive deeper into my healing journey. And so that's what it feels like for me. And I can kind of see that in a lot of the other presenters that have been sharing their stories. Maybe they don't see it the same way or won't say it the same way as I do, but I see the shift.
Yeah.
And, before someone tells their story, then after they tell their story, there's a significant shift. It just brings nothing but blessings from then on.
Yeah, 100%. I think articulating your story in a specific way and sharing what you know, because I, privately, offline, I know before the event, there was a lot of like, am I even worth getting on stage for this?
Right. Am I an imposter?
Yeah, the imposter syndrome.
Am I an imposter because I don't have detailed memories of this and that and this and that? So
yeah, your glimmers have started coming through, but there's been blocks, walls,
and it's complicated because what this sort of movement has experienced over the years is people just making shit up and trying to hop on a trend and tell a story. And even mock this movement, even mock the people who have gone through real things. So, I can see that there would be a little bit of jadedness when somebody is wanting to come out and tell their story and be like, well, they haven't been vetted, they haven't done this, they're probably full of shit. They're probably trying to, grow a podcast or be cool or whatever. And so it's important to understand that, yeah, we need to be discerning of some of the people that are trying to come out, but we can't be so jaded to the point where anybody that is true and authentic and needs this space to tell their story and to be heard, so it can help them make more connections. That they don't feel that they're being looked at as a potential imposter. Immediately into, it's like Alcoholics Anonymous. When someone's coming to AA, you fucking know that they got a problem, and you're not going to treat them a certain way because you've been there and you know what it's like, and they need to be heard, they need to be seen, they need to kick and scream and resist the healing or whatever it is. So Yeah, that was a lot there.
This whole week's a lot.
Yeah.
To be honest, but it's an accelerant for that I can feel. And I think everyone here is just going to be, I mean, more to come, everyone. There's a lot on the docket. We'll get Mario's full presentation up a week or two after. And something we also need to key in here is that we're covering and talking to a lot of people here. You'll see some little morsel clips of them online, but we're going to provide links to where you can find and pay for their full presentations, because this event is not being this event is being live streamed, but it's also being recorded for future use. And there's a whole long list of speakers here, contributors, experiencers, and the like. So hopefully this is the first of many. I think this event is a great proof of concept.
Yeah.
And it's on its way to getting bigger, better, going to more cities and stuff of that nature. So I'm really happy that you've been asked to be a part of it and on the ground floor.
Yeah.
Because you're the biggest thing no one's ever heard of.
Appreciate that, brother.
Awesome, everyone.
Awesome.
You can find links to Mario's website and services below in the description. And you should be picking up his salsa. If it's available online, he sells out a lot and does them in small batches. So get them while they're hot. And they are hot. And we also have your hypnotherapy sessions and astrology readings available.
Please book some sessions, because I got to pay for a brand new engine.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
This event turned into a mortgage.
It
It really did. I mean,
did.
the universe. Something was just like, Mario, don't come, and Mario was like, fuck you, I'm on my way. And then also, if you're in the Asheville, North Carolina area, that's home base for Mario and Shelley, the services they provide. So you'll probably find them at upcoming psychic fairs and other great, interesting events of the like. So, as always, hit like and subscribe. Subscribe to Unscripted Liberation Codes to get more of Mario and keep up with what he's up to. All right, peace.